Hello and welcome. Thanks for being here. It's Holy Tarot here, and I'm here to bring Capricorn their reading. It's for Capricorn Sun and Moon. That's what I resonate most with. If this is your Sun sign, please check out your Moon sign. Also, I'm going to do just 3 cards for June, and then we'll really go into July a lot more, okay? I'll show you the cards once I get these 3 out for you. So, Capricorn June, please. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about June energy. So, for most people, June was just kind of this mellow time, like a time of regrouping, putting your ducks in a row, going within and figuring out the things that you really want and the things you really don't. You're getting 4 cards because 2 came out together. Lucky you, Capricorn. So, July, I think the earth signs probably had it the most difficult, actually, for June. I think most people, it wasn't that tumultuous or anything. It was kind of like a mellow month. But for the earth signs, it kind of feels like a lot of things came to a head for June. And you're no different, Capricorn. You got that full moon completion, going on there. You also have weddings, so I don't know if you got married in June. June's a big month for marriages, obviously. Or it doesn't have to mean wedding, you know, like it doesn't have to mean wedding. You could be dealing with somebody who's married. You could be married and dealing with someone else. Your marriage, especially if you're married to a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, we're talking about maybe a marriage ended, or maybe it went to another level. Because I see this full moon completion here, but I actually don't, the energy I'm getting off of it is not a negative thing. I don't feel like, so even if you did have let's say you did have a divorce and ending to a marriage, maybe you're separated from your spouse, I feel like it's actually a really positive thing and you feel really good about it, even if that's what's going on. I also feel like a lot of you could be getting engaged or getting married, eloping even. There's a magical fairy dust kind of dripping all over these 4 cards right now. The Queen of Water is it doesn't have to be a specific person. The energies of it is a receiver of emotional prosperity, okay? That's what it is. So it's you. This could be you, Capricorn. This could be you shifting into, listen, this could be, if we're talking about just straightforward, okay? Some of you guys could have ended a relationship and gotten a really nice divorce settlement. Some of you guys could be in a third party and be married, or be seeing someone who is married who's a water element, you know, who's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And maybe you've recently ended that. But towards the highest and greatest good, we're looking at your energy here, earth magic, okay, Capricorn. So you being told by the universe that this is your path. The fairies are whispering to you. You may even see signs or little, you know, you might see things on the ground or little synchronicities that happen that show you like that is your path. Like that's the way to go. You know, I usually see feathers or like some people see coins. You know, you could see all kinds of different things. It's numbers, you know, if you have 1111 or 222, like it just synchronicities may be happening right now. And that just means that you're on the right path. Okay. The full moon completion, something had to end. Maybe you were done waiting for someone. Like maybe you were waiting for someone to propose or someone to raise the level of your relationship, and you've been waiting and waiting, and you're like, I'm fucking done waiting. Like, it is now time for me to receive love in the highest form. You become the queen of water. Your emotions are now stable. You realize what you want. Okay, well, let's look at July. So July is a really pivotal month for most people. It has 2 eclipses in it. So when we're talking about full moon completion energy, you're going to have 2 chances of that in July. Oh, no, that's not true. It's a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. So it's going to be 2 eclipses, but not 2 moon eclipses, you know. It's going to be a sun eclipse and a moon eclipse. But really, eclipse energy is really talking about bringing what needs to be let go of, what needs to be cut, what needs to be severed in your life to the forefront and gracefully letting it go, you know? Okay, I want 3 cards for Capricorn, please. So there's a lot of, so, you know, what's happening for July is going to be like these bigger energy, reflection. Yes, that's perfect for you. Bigger energy, like grander things that need to go. So it's not these little things like, oh, I need to forgive this person for using whatever, I don't know. I need to forgive this person for using my toothbrush, or you know what I mean, or whatever. It's not the little things. These are going to be big things that need to be let go of. It's more like I forgive my father for leaving kind of thing, or you know, I'm letting go of my cheating spouse, you know, or I don't know, you know, it's like it's much larger, grander things that are going to they're going to come to light because of this double. I got 5 cards for you, so a lot to say. Bigger things that need to come to light, okay, and be let go of. So no longer the need to hold on to things that hurt, you know, like things from the past, old past hurts from relationships. They don't need to hang out anymore in you. You can let them. There's going to be times for that to come up, by the way. Okay? So reflection, you're going to have time to reflect on these things. You're going to realize it's a blessing for you for these things to be coming up at that time. You're going to realize that this is the way through. Communion, seeing things from a new perspective, seeing things from the other person's point of view, by the way. That's like that eagle and the man, they trade places. Now the man sees why. Now the man sees the grand scale of things, you know, like the wider perspective of things. dream time creation. It's time, you know, you might start dreaming. You might might start remembering your dreams and about childhood and innocence and playtime and things that, like, you may start remembering even parts of childhood that weren't so innocent, that maybe you lost your innocence during childhood, and you may start, there might be nightmares associated with that come up that need to go. I do feel a sense of some things from childhood, parental, family dynamics that are going to be brought to the surface. Consider that a blessing, that need to be shed, that need to be let go of. You're going to be really reflective in July. It's going to really get into your heart space, into your emotions. You're going to be really, like, in it. Okay, that's it. You're just going to be in it. You're going to want to listen to sad music and like maybe even write. I mean, that's going to be really positive for you if you start writing. You might be able to get through this with some creativity, you know, with painting, with that dream time, with like writing down your dreams, with playing with children, even like imagination, like giving a child the attention that you needed when you were a child, like the role model that you wanted. It's gonna be a lot of reflection. 10 of water, 10 of cups. It's gonna be the best thing that ever happened to you. It's gonna be exactly what you needed. It's gonna clear you out. It's gonna be the end of cycles. It's going to be end of you keeping this hurt within you. Oh my God. Like, I feel like I opened a damn portal for you. I'm sorry. Like, it's just like so much is coming out now. I don't want to go into all of these cards. If you want a private reading, this Capricorn, seriously. 5 cards came out for you for this as well, by the way. Whew. It is now time. It is now time for you to do this. There's no better time than this time for you to do this. You're going to be forced to do this, whether you like it or not. It's going to be a time to bring up these things and let them go, okay? Time to be kind to yourself. If it's your mom, if it's your mother that has caused pain and hurt, it's time to let that go. No longer do you need to hold on to that pain anymore. I see you being this page of fire. You know, earlier you were the page of water. Now you're the page of fire. Fantastic, because what you've gone from is the page of water being in your emotions, being in your only stuck in that vibration of emotion only, you know, to this where you're like, I can move now. I can talk to people now. I can have these conversations. Maybe it's with your mom. If your mom's not here anymore, then maybe you can write a letter. Maybe you can have just you know, say it out loud. Just speak it. Just move. You know what I see is like you moving to music. Like put some music on and start moving, dance, you know. Message of fire. Messenger of fire. This movement, it's a lot of movement. These two here are talking about movement. Could be talking about a fire sign that you're involved with or from family. Maybe it's the one who caused the hurt. Maybe you do feel like you need to send a message to them or let them know what's going on. You don't have to, by the way. It's not necessary for you to heal. Just so you know, it's not necessary to heal, but it might be the perfect timing for you to do this healing. And it might be the perfect time for you to do this communicating with about your hurt, you know, about your pain. Let me see if there's anything else here. You know, like I said, all the earth energy's got some heavy, heavy messages. So it's like, love yourself. Love yourself. Capricorn. There's so much beauty around you. There's so much luck. There's so many. There's so much beauty around you. And you miss it. I feel like you miss it. Like you're always like looking another way. Like, this is the time to clear some of this, whatever's stuck, especially from childhood out. It's a good time to do this. Like I said, if you don't do it, you're almost going to be, the universe is almost going to throw something your way in order for you to do it. Maybe you'll be like brought to a child that needs help, that needs your help, or an animal that needs your help or something, and it just brings up this whole thing within you that you're like, oh man, like I remember when, you know. Okay, let's get some more cards, just a few more. Let's see, what do we got? There we go. Cleanse. Time to cleanse. Time to clear it out. Start. The newness is coming. Yep, whole new world. Whole new world. Cycle's closing. That's the very last card. That's that cycle closing. Accelerated motion. Movement, choices, decisions. There's a sense of this moving quickly. I think it's, like I said, I think it's telling me whether you like, whether you want it to happen or not, it's going to happen. Oh my God, very soon. Like whether you want it to happen or not. It's going to come up for you, whatever you need to let go of. You're going to be reminiscing, reflecting on your life, on your childhood, on your parents, on your family. You might even be asking questions. I see you on the phone calling someone and asking questions like, did this actually happen? Like, how did this happen and why? You know, if that's not possible, you need to, not you need to, but it would be good to write it down or to just speak it out loud, what's going on for you. Yeah. Okay. So these are the Lenormand deck, okay? So we're talking about the house, the birds or the owls, and then the magnifying glass, okay? So home, this kind of for you represents like childhood at home, okay? And the wisdom There's I want to say a knowingness about something. Like you thought something happened. Huh. It's like communication. I feel like you thought something happened and you need to have some clarification. Wisdom, listening to your elders, you know, parents, talking to your parents. Also signs and symbols. Remember I was saying like there's some kind of symbols that will happen. You know, you could probably, I bet in July, if your parents have passed or, you know, you don't know where, you know, whatever your parents are, you're not in communication, I bet you could probably ask a question and just look for the answer within your surroundings. And I bet you'll get the answer. Like meaning, you know, let's say you ask the question, I don't know, let's say you ask the question if I'm whether you're adopted, okay? And you know, you could say if I you know, if I find a penny, that's yes, or if I, you know what I mean, if I find a penny that's heads up, it's yes, and it heads and tails, it's no. Like you're almost tapped in like that, where you could do that. We could all do that, but like I think you actually would be really good. It would be a really good like I feel like Capricorn's going to be more tapped in than others. Let's put it that way. And the magnifying glass, that talks about research and finding the truth. Like it's like talking about taking a closer look into things, like investigating, clarity, a new viewpoint, like being an investigator, you know, like analyzing. Yeah, I feel like you may reach out to someone in your family, maybe your parents, and really be asking deeper questions. Or you're interested in what happened in your childhood. Okay, interesting reading. I didn't expect that. Let's see. I'm going to pull one more card. This is what is this deck? This is the Law of Attraction card. Just kind of, it's like wealth and prosperity. And let's see what comes out. For Capricorn, for Cancer season, please. Capricorn. Oh, there we go. So, magnetism. There's a pregnancy. This woman is pregnant in this card, I believe, too. And there is an Empress here as well. And I kind of thought it was mother energy. But it could also be someone being pregnant. So just know that. Because there's like childhood in here too. And so if you're not interested in getting pregnant, just be careful. But if you are, then it's a good indication that you could get pregnant in July. Okay, let's see. I attract and magnetize to me all that I need to get what I want. I attract and magnetize to me all that I need to get what I want. Okay. So I feel like that's about answers to questions. I feel like you have a lot of questions and you're like, I'm going to ask them until I get my answers, you know. Okay. All right, Capricorn. I wish you the best. If you're interested in private reading, check out my link below. I have an Etsy store. You can find all kinds of different readings in there. So, okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll do love readings, specifically love readings soon. And have a great July. Okay, love you guys. Bye.